Happy game day, Railers fans. It's time for another episode of Railers Rundown. I'm Tim Foley. Well, the Worcester Railers are back in action here tonight at the DCU Center against the South Carolina Stingrays. A 7:05 puck drop coming up at the DCU Center. I took the time today to catch up with brand new Railers defenseman Brendan Ronz, as well as Railers forward Kolby Johnson. Tim Foley standing alongside Railers defenseman Brendan Ronz ahead of tonight's matchup against the South Carolina Stingrays. Brendan, it's going to be your first game in the Railers lineup here tonight. Just talk about your excitement going in.
Yeah, I'm excited. The team's looked really good since I've been here, so I just kind of want to step in and add to that, help the team win. Yeah, pretty simple.
Talk about your experience with the team so far. You drove in from Rapid City, South Dakota, and you've been here for a little bit practicing with the team.
Yeah, it was a long drive to get here, but everybody's made me feel really welcome, and I'm really loving it here so far, so I'm just excited to get going here.
You had a 5-year collegiate career before heading into the pro ranks where you played one game with Rapid City. Talk about the transition for you so far from that college lifestyle to jumping into the pros.
It's a little different, but at the end of the day, it's still hockey, and it's just kind of what I try to remind myself, and just try to slow the game down a little bit and go have fun.
Brendan, talk about your play style. It'll be the first time that these fans will see you on the ice here today.
Yeah, I like to take care of my own end first, for sure, and I think I'm a good skater, long stick, and just keep it simple out there, and do whatever it takes to win.
Coming into tonight's matchup against South Carolina, what are some of the things you guys have been focusing on to get ready for tonight?
I think we've been playing really well the last couple games, but just kind of cleaning the little things up, because when you play against good teams like South Carolina, it's really the little things that can really hurt you in the end. So I think they've just kind of been preaching small details. So.
All right. Well, there you have it. Railers defenseman Brendan Ronz. Thanks, Brendan.
Thank you.
Standing alongside Railers forward Kolby Johnson ahead of tonight's game against the South Carolina Stingrays. Kolby, you're a couple games in here into your Railers career. Just talk about how you've been settling in so far.
It's been pretty good. The boys have welcomed me in with open arms, so that's been awesome. Yeah, since the first workout, I've known these guys are pretty dialed into everything, the details. For me, I just got to be a little more detail orientated and just keep working and doing my thing. Hopefully, some more chances come and can get a couple more points on the board, a couple more fights.
Kolby, talk about Wednesday morning's game. Speaking of fights, you got into a brawl right out at center ice. Talk about the game as a whole, what you guys did as well, and your own game that day.
Well, sometimes hockey's a little bit like playing dice or cards, and sometimes, you get the opportunities. You're outplaying the other team, but they get a couple bounces. They capitalize on mistakes that we make. We don't quite capitalize on mistakes they make. It's just one of those games because we outshot them by quite a bit. And then when they scored later on in the game, it kind of gave them some momentum. And it was really a 2-1 game, a couple empty netters, It happens, right? So tonight we're ready to go, and we're ready to get vengeance. I believe that we're the better team and that we should definitely take it to these guys today. So.
You had a pretty big fight out at open ice, right at center ice there against South Carolina. Talk about the physicality you tried to bring to the game and what it was like being in front of 7,000 screaming school kids and putting on a show.
I kind of blacked out and forgot it was all kids there when I got a little adrenaline boost after the fight. I was expecting the fight to be longer. The guy's pretty big. He went down pretty early, so I still had quite a bit in the tank. We'll see if something happens tonight. But yeah, it was a good one. I just come prepared to every fight, and I'm pretty experienced. So I think that Buddy maybe not as experienced in the saddle. So yeah.
Another big game here tonight. It's the first 3-3 of the season for the team. Talk about what's so important heading into a long weekend like this.
I think just shift management, load management is really important. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So it's not so much like you want to come out with a lot of energy and strong, but you want to be able to be consistent, right? because there's lots of travel in there. You just got to do your job, be a professional at the end of the day. So, yeah, I think just get a good start and carry that momentum through.
There you have it. Railers forward, Kolby Johnson. Thanks, Kolby.
Hey, thank you very much.
That does it for today's episode of Railers Rundown. Puck drop between the Worcester Railers and the South Carolina Stingrays coming up at 7:05 p.m. If you can't catch the game live here at the DCU Center, be sure to tune in on Flow Sports and on 98.9 Nash Icon, the Worcester Railers Radio Network.